Hello my friends, Wilber here once again, and here to show you some amazing card magic. And if you like what you see, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me and I appreciate all the likes and comments so far. Anyways, let's begin. What am I going to show you? I'm going to show you a color change. What's a color change? Watch the 9 of spades as I rub it and it transforms to a 9 of hearts. And then back to the 9 of spades. Unbelievable. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm feeling kind of nervous. My palms are a bit sweaty. Just gotta peel some of those pips right off. There we go. I got rid of 7. I'll do it again. Let's use this one. The 2 of hearts. All you gotta do is give it a bit of a shake. And it changes back, or changes into a 3 of spades. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you want to learn how to do it, stay tuned because the secret is coming up. Alright, my amazing dark magic minions, magic students. Let's learn some basic color changes, okay? Now this is sleight of hand, but it is a beginner one. It's one of the first ones that I learned. And I did 2 color changes there. Okay, and we're gonna start with our first one. And we haven't learned this move yet, but it's really easy, okay? So what I did here was, when I rubbed the 9, I did this. Okay, let's do that again with the queen. Alright, here's how to do it. All I'm doing, and maybe doing it 3-4 times in a row there, might have revealed, but what's happening is I'm taking the card below this, okay, and I'm stealing that with my palm. Okay, I'm just going to clip it here. And it's going right on top. Alright, but how do we get into that? It's actually not bad. All you're gonna do is you're gonna I'm gonna show you guys sort of the beginner way to do it, and then I'll give you a little bit thing at the end, a little bit tip or some advanced tips on how to enhance this. But what you can do is just slide it just slightly forward, just a hair. Okay, enough to, sorry if the camera's a little bit too bright, just enough to reveal that, but this is done with your palm, okay? Your palm here, just at the very base of your palm, that's what's going to contact the card, in this case the 3 of hearts, okay, and that's going to slide back. Right now I'm sliding it back already, see? Let's do a, and you're going to ride it right on top, okay? It's really, there's not much to it. There's not a lot of, it's basically going to do this. Just enough, okay? That was a bit exaggerated. You don't want to hear it. You'll feel that as soon, right there, I can feel it. I've cleared the card, and I'm just going to slide it back, okay? Once again, take the card, slide it forward just a hair so you can grab the one under. Just like that. Try to keep your fingers closed when you do this, because if you keep your fingers slightly open, people are going to see through your windows. Okay, these are called windows. Okay, you want to keep those closed to do this trick. Now I've seen people keep their palms open when they do it, but that's more advanced and it really requires a lot of moving of the hands. But for us, I think we should stick with our fingers closed and do our change that way. When you do this, you have a lot of options to do the reveal. Okay, I personally do mine. So when I do my wave, once I'm done, okay, the cards are aligned, I do a little pinch, right? Almost like I'm peeling away the paint. Slide the card, peel away. Okay, Now, is that a good trick to show someone? Not really, not on its own, but I think it's kind of a cool thing to do maybe in between tricks. But when I use this would be to reveal the person's card, okay? So let's say their card is the queen, you know, I can do it on the top. Say I have their card already stacked on top, and I say, did I get your card there? The sorry, let me start that again. The card's at the bottom. Let's say the card's the king of diamonds. Is this your card, the 6 of hearts or 6 of diamonds? They say no. Really? Maybe I was a couple diamonds off. Let me see. Oh, you know what? It must have been this one here. Okay, so that's a cool way to reveal a selected card. But I think it's a cool. You can come up with your own like ideas also. But it's a really neat thing to show. It's very visual. People do like to see it. Alright, that's what color changes are mostly used for. They're really good if you'd like to do like TikTok videos. I see a lot of people do stuff like that on those. TikTok magic is not really my cup of tea, but it is magic and it's still really cool. I just find it's a little bit hard to do. Yeah, that kind of stuff's hard to do in front of people. Alright, so let's move on to our second change that I did. Okay, this one might be easier or harder for you. I'm not really sure, but it's handling a double. Okay, so we're gonna change the card into whatever this is. I have no idea yet. You're gonna flip a card face up on top. As I do that, I slide this card. I just want to break under it. Okay. In Magic, that's actually called a get ready. You just push, get your pinky under. All this level 100 magicians, they do what's called a pinky pull down. We're not going to do that though. But I can talk to you about that maybe at the end of the video. Get your get ready. I just did it, see? You're going to put your card on top. You're going to pick up both cards on the blank pips. Okay? So don't grab these. These are the indexes, or you can call them pips or indexes. You're going to grab the blank ones. You're going to grab both though. Okay? This might be difficult with smaller hands. I will say that right now, because we're going to get the card and we're going to turn it around. And with a small hand, it might get stuck. You might not be able to clear. Okay? If you have smaller hands, I'll show you another way to do this, and the hand size won't matter. But essentially, I'm just turning the card over like this. Okay. So one thing we want to do is, maybe this would be a good practice. I'm using my ring finger here. I'm trying to wiggle it. This one. And this is giving it an initial push, okay? Just a little push for me to be able to reach that, because I can't really reach it right now. Okay, my finger's not long enough, but when I do this, now my finger can grab it and peel it back. From underneath, doing this. Okay. Never really done this very long. My forearm's getting strained. Okay, so we're gonna do this twirl move at the same time as we wave back and forth. And if you've watched another video prior to this, or maybe it's in one next, anyways, what this principle in Magic is called, it's called the larger action, which is this, covers the smaller action, which is that. Okay, so as long as you keep it moving, the twirl is almost impossible to see. Okay, and that is called a twirl change. One of my favorites. And I did talk about if you had smaller hands, you won't be able to do this twirl. It would be very difficult. So when I started Magic, I had smaller hands, and I couldn't do that. So I did it this way. I grabbed the cards from the bottom, and I turned it over like that. Okay, so I waved it. Okay, and I did the change that way. Now, I failed to mention this. This change requires you to put the card back, or the cards, the cards back on top of the deck. I'll do it both ways. So when we do the change, remember we were holding a double now. So you want to clean up, and you clean up simply by dropping both on top. The face down card gets buried. Now you're left with the changeling. Let's call it the changeling, and you can give that to your spectator. And same with the other way. Maybe you can make it go for a ride up your arm, come back down, changes into the spade, okay? And all I did was I went up my arm, I flipped it, came back, dropped them off, and gave it back, okay? Practice both. Both are cool. Both are fun. Obviously, I prefer the little twirl change because it looks kind of cool. But this way works just as fine. And it kind of has a cool snap sound to it. Alright. And when we do our twirl change, we're going to go like this. And just deposit that back. And say, voila. Anyways, thanks for watching. And if you can end the video here, or you can stay tuned, and I'll show you a little bit of extra tidbits and possibly sneak another change at the end. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see how much time's left. I tend to babble. Okay, welcome back for the tips and tricks. I did want to show you how I do the sliding change. Okay, when I first started, I would push that one and then push this one back. Okay, but when I do that, I find that this telegraphs what I'm about to do just slightly. Okay, so sliding this forward and then this back. I mean, it looks nice. It still looks good, but it does telegraph just a tidbit. Okay, so I'm going to show you a move that you can do to do it with one hand. See? I'm revealing the bottom card just by pushing with my index. So I'm holding the cards in a standard dealing grip. Okay. I'm pinching with my thumb. I got the cards here on the edge. I'm going to lift slightly with my thumb. Not that much, just a little bit. My index comes in and pushes, not the whole deck, but maybe the top, I don't know, top chunk, whatever the finger can push. And you can see, you don't want to do that much, you can push the cards without doing this move. Just by doing this, and as I'm talking, okay, I do it. Now you don't want to show that move, you want to do that move undercover, like right now. That's when I did it. So as my hand goes over, I've done the move. I got a big exposure there, but you can't see that because my hand's there. And now I can easily do that. Okay? And I didn't touch, but you can, different little transitions. I showed you that I do my little pinch thing. Okay? You can do I've seen some people do like a wave, little sizzle, but can't beat my pinch. My pinch is the best pinch. That's the best way. Just kidding. Practice what you prefer. But what I really wanted to mention here is this little bit here. And I wish I could give credit to whoever came up with that. It wasn't me. Somebody showed me at a magic convention, and he was just a young kid. And I should have paid more attention where he learned it. Possibly he came up with it himself. But I'm now showing you. I don't think he'll mind. One more time. Push. We're going to get the card. I'm going to leave my fingers up so you can see what's happening here. Up. And change. That was my advice that I had for that particular change. For the twirl change, there's another cool thing you can do. Besides, so if you don't like this little wave bit, you can do this. That is kind of like the twirl change, but now it's called the shapeshifter. It's the same idea. This one's going to be a little bit harder to do. All I'm doing is, again, I'm grabbing the blank pips there. Underneath, my hand's going to come underneath and grab the other indexes there, the other pips. So I'm kind of doing this weird little hold. Okay, so I'm holding like this. My other hand comes underneath, grabs that, and bends down. Okay, I'm bending down. Bend down, and when you let go, it's not going to do that. It's going to change just like that. Okay, and I'm letting go with my middle finger when I'm doing this, not with my thumb. I mean, you could probably do the thumb, but it's going to go this way. I think it's much better to release the tension with your middle finger, and the change happens, okay? A lot of the time when you do this, you're going to get stuck. You'll find you're doing it and it'll get stuck like vertical. It won't quite spin all the way. Okay, or it'll hit your hand or something. And that's just a practice thing. You could be possibly squeezing with this hand. You might be squeezing too tight. If you saw earlier when the cards flew, that's because I was holding too lightly. You will have to adjust your grip, your tensions on your right hand and your left hand. But that's called a shapeshifter, okay? And obviously if you do it on top of the deck, easy cleanup, okay? That's just an extra little bit for the twirl change, okay? And then in this case it became the shapeshifter. You can also you can also do the shapeshifter in a vertical position like this. As you blow, you can go, oh, sorry, I missed there. Let me try that again. It's a little bit hard because my camera is kind of on a weird angle, so I have to flip my wrist. Maybe I won't be able to do it. But I think originally it was done that way. There. In my perspective, I'm doing it forward. But maybe stick back to this angle. And you know what? I kind of want to show you guys another cool one. This one is very similar to the first color change we learned. Okay, the little wave one. This is the same idea, but instead of the card going down, we can get the card to go from the side, like this. Okay, now again, this is going to be a little bit more advanced, so if you're already a student of Magic and you can already do these, you might enjoy this one because it looks kind of cool. Okay, I'll try to do it here. So same kind of deal. Okay, I have, in this case though, I have a break. Okay, I've got a break under the two cards that I want to do. You can get your get ready, your break, just by spreading the cards, sliding back, or you can just push off slightly and get your pinky under there, or you can go from the back and get your pinky break that way. What happens now is my thumb goes on top, because when you do the change, the thumb is going to still stay on top, which kind of adds to the sort of the possibility of it. Okay, my hand's going to come over, and my pinky underneath, along with my other fingers, are going to slide that card to the side, just like this. Then I'm going to palm the card. Okay, I'll do a palming video in other videos, so we can learn different palms. But basically, I'm just palming it. Okay, and you're only palming it for a fraction of a second because I'm going to deposit back on top anyways. So it's going to slide to the side. I've got it now. Okay, keep your windows closed, and thumb's still here. So now I have it. Thumb's here. When I'm palming, so when I palm, I'll quickly just talk about my palm here. You know, you can just hold it like this, but I like to, instead of curving my whole hand so it looks like I'm holding, it looks like it's in a cast, I put pressure with my pinky and my thumb. I'm literally holding the card like this. The other hands aren't doing anything. Okay? You're gonna slide the corner under your thumb. See, I'm just slightly lifting my thumb. Cover it and do your wave, or whatever business you want to do. Okay. So once again, this is called the side steal, and do that. You can do a side steal from like where I was doing it, or you can do a side steal from the bottom. Okay, same kind of idea. Right now I'm doing that. Okay, so as I'm holding this, my fingers are sliding the card out. Now remember, your hand's like this, so it should be able to cover this card protruding from the bottom. Same idea, it's coming from the bottom this time, so the palm is going to be a little harder to grab, but you can do it. Well, that was a silly change there. Make sure you pick a contrasting card when you do it. Anyways, folks, that's the lesson for today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video if you want to see more. And if you have any special requests, don't hesitate to comment. Let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Au revoir.